Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 8 tips on how to stick to your fitness goals in 2020. Now we all know that it's easy to make up goals, to think of them, or even to write them down, but sometimes it's the execution part that's the hardest, right? So here are some of my own tips on how to actually stick to those goals. So let's make 2020 our fitness year. Okay, so tip number 1. Build a habit or a routine. So on average, it takes about 2 months to build a habit. I know that sounds like a long time, but after 2 months, once you build that habit, you have that habit for possibly for life if you never fall out of it. So some days, there's gonna be days where you feel down or it's gloomy outside, or some days where it's just hard to make it to the gym. But if that's already built into a habit or it's already part of your routine, it's gonna be so much easier for you to get out of bed and get to the gym because it's just your schedule and you don't even have to think about it. It's like working out in the morning before your brain even realizes what it's doing because it's a habit. Okay, so tip number 2 also ties into tip number 1, which is to make it a lifestyle. So once you build a habit and a routine, then it just becomes part of your life and it becomes your lifestyle. And then it also becomes something that is a priority to you. It's non-negotiable. You wake up in the mornings, you go to the gym because that's just who you are. That's just part of your life. Or maybe you go after work in the evening, and you know what, it's just who you are. Even if it's raining outside, if you're feeling lazy, you still go because at this point, it's not something that you have to do anymore, it's something that you want to do. Okay, now tip number 3 is to make exercise enjoyable for you. It's so important to make sure that you are doing something that you enjoy because you're going to associate those positive feelings with exercise. So let's say if you really like dance class and that's what you enjoy, but you're forcing yourself to do cardio for hours on end, or weight train, and you don't enjoy that, you're not going to stick to it and you're going to associate negative feelings with the gym and exercise because you don't enjoy it. Whatever it is, there's so many options out there to just keep active and to keep physical. So there's always going to be something out there for everyone to enjoy. So you just have to find what's right for you. Okay, so now tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to take progress photos. Photos are so important because when you see yourself every day in the mirror, you are not going to notice those changes. And sometimes it can be easy to feel discouraged because you may not see, that significant drop in weight or fat, or you might not see, those abs one morning when you wake up. And realistically, it's going to be something very slow and day by day. And you have to understand that. And the only way to really see the difference, in my opinion, to really see it clearly, is to compare photos. They are so helpful and so useful, and you don't even have to share them with anyone. It can just be for yourself personally, which is totally fine. Just take those progress photos because I promise you that later on down the road in your fitness journey, you'll be so glad that you did. You'll be able to compare pictures and look back and see how far you've come along in your journey, see all the work and effort that you've put in, and it's going to be the most amazing feeling in the world. So go take your photos. Okay, so my tip number 5 is to be realistic about your goals. Now I know sometimes in life we have an event, a wedding, or whatever it is that we want to get in shape for, and we're like, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. Okay, you have to be realistic and know that fitness is a journey. It's a long and slow process for the most part. You will initially at the beginning, especially if it's your first time getting into health and fitness and exercising, you may see that drop in weight fairly quickly at the beginning, but after that you have to understand that building muscle is a slow process. Even losing fat ideally should be a slow process as well, because yes, there are ways to lose fat fast and quick, but it's not sustainable and it's not the healthiest for you. So to go back to my tip number 3, I think it was, is to make it a lifestyle. So this should be a lifelong commitment for you, not something that just, you know, it's not a quick fix. It's not some detox tea you drink and some magic pill. You know, you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna do an 8-week workout program and then that's it, and then I'm gonna stop going to the gym, and that's just like, you know, the quick fix or pill or whatever it is. And that's not how it should be. It should definitely be a lifestyle and a lifelong commitment, and something that you enjoy and slow and sustainable, and it's gonna make you feel so good in the end. Okay, number 6, don't compare yourself to anybody else, okay? So we are all our own people, our own beautiful humans in our own bodies and our own skin, and this is a journey that should be not just physical but also mental and emotional. And to me, health and fitness is mind, body, and soul. And as cheesy as it sounds, everything starts from within. Your self-love, your confidence, everything is from within. So this has to be your journey and yours alone. Don't look at anyone else. Don't look at what other people are doing for their exercise, what they look like. Just focus on you. And I promise you, you will have the best outcome you can have. Okay, so tip number 7 relates more to the mind. As I said before, health and fitness is mind, body, and soul. So number 7 is, don't ever think negatively about yourself. This can apply to general life as well, so not just health and fitness. But when you have fitness goals, don't ever doubt yourself, okay? When you're in the gym and you're doing your workout and you feel like you can't finish it, tell yourself you can do it. Tell yourself you can get in that last rep. Tell yourself that you can lift heavier. Tell yourself that you can make it to the gym. Whatever goals you have, tell yourself that you're going to achieve it. Whether it's, you know, you want to lose a certain amount of pounds within a certain amount of months, of course in a realistic time frame, tell yourself that you are going to get there and you are going to do it. So in order to become the person that you want to be, so whether that's healthier physically or mentally or emotionally, hopefully all of that, you have to put yourself in those shoes. So whatever your goal is, health and fitness wise or just mental health wise, wherever you want to get to, imagine that you are already there in your mind. So focus on the feeling, focus on how do you want to feel emotionally and mentally when you get to that stage where you reach your goal, and focus on that feeling. Okay, so tip number 8, last but not least. Tip number 8 is to find a way to hold yourself accountable. So that could be to find a workout buddy, somebody you schedule to go to the gym with you, a friend, and you know, if you're feeling not up for it, you know, your friend's gonna call you up and say, come on, let's go. It's time for us to go to the gym, and plus you're gonna look forward to it because you get to work out with a friend, so it's a little more fun. So that's one way. Another way is, like I mentioned before, progress photos. So that's definitely a way to keep yourself accountable too. You can take your photos every week, every 2 weeks, and you can use that as kind of like a tracking report for yourself. Or another way is to get a personal trainer, something if you are newer to the gym and a beginner and you don't feel comfortable going in there and lifting weights, or you just want kind of like a starting point, a foundation of education to build from, you know, that is also someone who can definitely keep you accountable as well. Or maybe you have a journal that you write in, and every week when you go to the gym, you can track down, you know, what did you do at the gym today, what kind of weights, how many pounds you lifted, and you can keep that as a journal and make sure that you're progressing slowly over time. So whatever it is, find a way to keep yourself accountable. So that wraps up all of my tips for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will also list my Instagram handle down below, so feel free to give me a follow if you like. Thanks so much and have a good day.